I heard that word again. Um, on a video where people saying they need to be safe, and I never heard that word in Chicago unless you told on somebody or unless you did something to someone else, and you're asking the police uh, uh, to protect you because you need to be safe. Other than that, I didn't hear it. I heard it when I got up here in 2013, I believe, when Joe Powell was in power, and I can say that a lot of things were from posse members and different other things, and that's another thing. All of the all of the uns unsolved rape kits does not fall on Mr. Sheriff Benson's shoulders. I admire him, and I say that from time to time. He should be working Secret Service, not this fucking place. From the positions that he held and the job that he does. But nevertheless, I guess maybe his family's from here, and he just decided to take second best, if you want to ask me. But the rape kits and all the unsolved stuff and all the guns that came up in hands of posse members that were just regular good old boys. What about all those cases? What about all the immigrants that said that they were raped by posse members and probably even higher up and closer than you think? What about all those unsolved cases that could turn out to be serial killers and murderers working around your kids and in the day-to-day functions of Phoenix, Arizona? Nobody ever said anything else about that. It was mentioned in the beginning of Mr. Sheriff Penzone's uh, uh, job when he went into office, but I'm pretty sure a lot of things have happened since then, and it kind of went on the back burner, and you don't hear about it. But I can understand not hearing about stories or recapping on stories because news stations up here uh, they're communist as, and I call them communists because any uh, uh, person or organization that only puts stuff in a positive light is a communist state of mind. It doesn't have to be like Russia or a communist China. And when you hear me say that, it is communist because they only tell stuff in a positive light when things are not that way. So uh, I can't even expect them to recap on a story when they put somebody in jail for a month and they were innocent. Less known got the needle and died. You'll never hear that shit, or they'll never be fired. Just like Mrs. Look what the cartel is doing to our kids. They got her up front and foremost on Channel 15. But like I say, I would have had more respect for her, the way she put her personalities into that story of saying, look what these Mexicans is doing to our kids, making them smuggle drugs across the border. You know, I can't get over that one because I know people have went to jail that were innocent with her attitude. I know it. And like I said, I'm real perceptive of bullshit and people coming from Chicago, and it is really a damn shame that so many ignorant people can be in positions of power, and the city is studying wanting to be a melting pot, but you got these ignorant ass, backwards ass fuckers that I wish they would fucking die, and a new generation take over. It is just really a fucking shame. It is really a fucking shame that this city wants to grow, but then you got these fuckers even on national regular TV playing this old ass shit. I don't know if they between the fucking lawsuit commercials, Roundup commercials, which y'all just give that shit up. These Mexicans don't trust y'all. To come in and talk about you don't even have to go to court in less than a year. You might get paid. Yeah, you might get paid $50, and they tell you to go on about your fucking way. But would y'all give that shit up? Now, as I said, way before it happened, I said it's going to be the most concentrations of people of this e-cigarettes because these are some lazy bastards. Now, this is the generation, and I know people of my generation can understand what I'm saying. This is the generation of these motherfuckers that fell on the floor at the mall talking about I want a toy and talking about I hate you, mama. And until the stranger came up and slipped the mother some money because she was so embarrassed trying to hurry up and get out the store because she didn't have the money. And this little fucker on the floor just acting a fucking fool. These are the generation of people that's running Phoenix, Arizona, that's asking for fundraisings and GoFunds every day. This is that generation. And if not, this is the generation after that generation. They got used to people giving them shit. They want reparations for everything. And it is really sad to see so many motherfuckers that's in unison with this bullshit of somebody owe them something. It is no tourist attraction. Yes, it's no tourist attraction here, but other things can be done for revenue, honestly. And they just won't do it. Their lifestyle has came so normal to conning you out of money. Look at all the when the Super Bowl was here, and I kind of vaguely remember that the major hotels were stealing people's identity. Wendy's was stealing people's identities. Nothing was said. Nobody was arrested. Nothing. It was the normal thing. When the news advertised a crook on TV, it is telling one crook the other one got caught, but not informing honest people. It is not about that. It is informing the other crooks to get better in your job because Billy Bob got caught. And so let's not have that happen again. It is really sad. It's really sad. And I don't know why they think that nobody don't see through that shit. And even with Sneaky Pete, I say the best part of that commercial, that little girl rocking back and forth with that hat, because she got rhythm and she ain't about or don't really realize what that news station or that reason for all these people coming in day after day, just changing commercial, learn and roll. After I talked about them interact, get a check, you were promoting people to go out and hit a snowbird. If you need money, go out and have a wreck, hit a snowbird, you will get paid. All these commercials, Wounded Warriors with that, I guess they thought they can get away with Chris' last words in life was to have 2,000 members join Wounded Warriors until I started talking about they motherfucking ass. Then that black cowboy hat wearing motherfucker, his lying ass, they took him off, and then some colonel came on. If he was a colonel, didn't look like he was shaved. He didn't look spit and polished to me, and I'm a soldier, and though I'm not spit and polished now, I don't have to be. But his ass came on talking about how soldiers need funding from Wounded Warriors. Now, it's based in Scottsdale, one of the richest suburbs here. Go figure that. And then no black people was on that commercial. Now, everything that comes on, they'll put a little fly in the milk. Wounded Warriors with the colonel, a black lady on that. You got her as to lie and promote shit. Larry Fitzgerald raised $100 and some $1,000. Bash Stores was collecting it. Other stores, 3 official people went down there. Some firemen and a police officer went down there to Texas unprepared. They didn't know what to do with them. They was trying to find out. They didn't bring no equipment, no boats, no nothing. And that money never left Phoenix, Arizona. When the fire department went up to California playing like they was union workers. They won't do that shit again. They took them fucking stickers off the fire trucks and told them, look, man, you're not in the union. Take them fucking stickers off the truck. Probably that's why the motherfuckers at Yarnell got their fucking ass burned up, because they didn't know what to do in case of a fire. And I ain't pulling no fucking punches, because they are regular people trying to take professional jobs, and that's probably what happened at the VA when they almost killed me. Joe Blow and everybody else gonna play like they're a doctor one day when I seen them at Walgreens the next day. And so they made them take them stickers off the truck. And firemen in Chicago and New York and places that have been, they collect money at the red light and with one fire boot, and nobody say shit to them. These fuckers here, you gotta push them out of the way when you go into Fry's store, or they look at you like it make you feel guilty. And you give them some money, they probably call it, they go, sucker just gave me some money. So we'll keep an eye on him. Probably got undercover cameras taking a picture of all the suckers that gave him money. Because they'll call you thanks one day and they'll call you a bastard the next day. And this is the generation up here that asks for fundraisers, and they make it known, oh, yes, sure, from November to the new year, but never say anything about doing anything for the homeless people. Now, when I said it the last time, a month or two ago, here come the homeless shelter saying, oh, sure, we'll pick up the homeless people. You damn right, because when they made you go out and count each and every last one of them last year, it was hot as hell. You gave them a bottle of water and told them they wouldn't see the results for a year. Lord and behold, you come up with two crooks came on TV with two brand new Mercedes-Benz wagons or panel trucks and said, sure, we'll pick them up. This is just only my words of thinking what they were saying, but the news has got the sleight of hands telling you something else. We'll pick them up. They paid for it anyway. And they picked them up and took them to somewhere. How come they didn't pick them up and take them to get their teeth fixed? It was not a homeless person in that line that was informed that, look, homeless people, you can go here and get your teeth fixed. None of them. And this lady, Miss Cartel, look what I'm doing to you doing to my kids. You didn't inform the homeless people or the homeless shelter to pick those people up to be first in line, because apparently I think they needed it worse than your valley people, because there wasn't a homeless person in that line. Thank you.